what's up guys, Fly here. Sorry it took so long to get this video up. When they said the Thorn quest was a grind, they really weren't kidding. Thorn has finally made its comeback from Destiny 1. This was one of my all-time favorite guns in Destiny 1, so it brings back so much memories being able to use it in Destiny 2. This gun looks absolutely incredible. I wanted to do a quick review on this gun to help you understand if this gun is worth the grind for you. So just like Destiny 1, the Thorn has this awesome perk on it called Mark of the Devourer. Rounds pierce targets and deal damage over time. However, they did add a new perk. Now, every time you get a kill with this weapon, it will leave behind remnants, which are basically these glowing green circles. These remnants will actually come toward you the closer you get to them. Soul Devourer activates when you pick up a remnant, and it will strengthen Mark of the Devourer and partially refill your magazine. When I first jumped into Crucible matches with Thorn, initially I was disappointed because of how weak the damage over time is. However, activating the new perk on this gun is what really makes this gun shine in PvP. Once you have Soul Devourer activated, you will destroy enemies in PvP. The poison damage gets a pretty good damage buff. As you pick up more remnants, it's not going to stack damage, but it will extend the duration of Soul Devourer. I've noticed that without this perk, it's very difficult to kill enemies with this poison damage. It does very little damage over time, so even if they're at a slither of health, it's still not gonna kill them. The poison damage doesn't really last that long, but it does feel good knowing that the enemy you damage won't be able to regen their health while they're taking that small damage. However, when Soul Devourer is unlocked, it's a lot easier to kill enemies with the poison damage. This gun is a beast in Rumble matches. If you're going head to head against someone that has, let's say, the last word, you might not be so lucky. However, when you're running around and you catch targets off guard, you will annihilate them. The stability is pretty high on this gun, so it is pretty easy to aim for the head. It has 9 rounds in the magazine, but as long as you're picking up remnants from fallen enemies, you're constantly going to be able to refill this magazine. As long as you're killing enemies, you never really have to reload this gun, and that's what makes it so good in PvE. Thorn has 150 rounds per minute, so it is slower than other guns, but the perks on it make it so worth it. As much as I love using this gun in PvP, it also really shines in PvE as well. When you're free roaming or playing strikes or doing the reckoning, things of that nature, you're gonna be faced with a lot of enemies, and that's incredible because you're always going to have Soul Devourer. Soul Devourer is going to constantly increase the amount of damage over time you're doing, and it's going to partially refill your magazine. So you never really have to worry about reloading as long as you're constantly picking up remnants. I did some experimenting, and you don't really get much damage over time when you don't have Soul Devourer. As you can see here, with Soul Devourer activated, it's doing 529 damage over time to this knight. High damage over time like that is great for sustained damage. This is great for shielded enemies and yellow bar enemies. The Malfeasance gun also has sustained damage, but you have to fire like 4 or 5 rounds before that activates. With Thorn, every single bullet will do sustained damage. This is one of my favorite guns to use right now. I'm having so much fun using it in Crucible, so I think in Destiny 2, Bungie did a really good job balancing this weapon. I know the quest steps for this gun can be very tedious, especially the Crucible one. However, it is absolutely worth the grind. I highly recommend that you get this gun. It will make your gaming experience so much better. Alright guys, thanks for watching. See ya.